are you?
Damariscotta at the Glidden Point Oyster Farm.
I'm Norah, and I am a knitting designer, and I am here with Mary Jane Mucklestone, a knitting designer. We're the glamorous Mary Jane Mucklestone. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. We've spent the day in Maine eating oysters and looking at the bay and driving around, but it's been a really beautiful day so far. And we wanted to tie our vlog here into knitting. How do we tie the being in Maine and at the bay into knitting?
On a river. We're on the Damariscotta River. Except now we're not.
It's brackish, right?
Well, not here, because this is some kind of inlet. Right?
It's oceany.
We can see the ocean. You can't. What?
Oh, it's Booth Bay.
Well, we're in Booth Bay, but
Right.
it's not a...
All right.
Okay, we have to look at the Maine Gazetteer to see exactly what the water here is called.
So we thought to tie this in, or I thought, to try to be logical, we would look in our pattern stores and what patterns do we have that tie into the ocean, the bay, Maine. And it seems that Mary Jane has like 10 million things in her store that tie in. Which of these were like the ones you were most wanting to highlight? We don't have them all with us, but we'll show pictures. We'll pop up pictures.
We have none of them.
We have none of them. We have none of them, let's be honest.
Well, Nash Island is a sweater, and it's kind of like the old people who are of my generation know the Portuguese. You know the Portuguese sweater, right? Everybody made it when I first moved here. It laces up, but this is a Nash Island version.
I know which one.
But it's done flat because Melissa Leapman said she only knits Fair Isle flat, and I thought, that's stupid. And then I thought, oh, maybe it's a good idea. You just carry around pieces. It makes it easy.
It does make that easy.
Mm-hmm. And the color work is only on the right side, and the wrong sides are just all plain old pearl.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And I have a newish cowl called Maritime's Cowl. It's small patterns from Maine and the Maritime provinces of Canada. It was designed for a Grocery Girls cruise, and it's really fun to knit. It has a Knit 2 Purl 1 corrugated ribbing, which is super, super fun and way easier than other corrugated ribbing.
What makes it easier?
There's something about the way you line up the colors that switching it makes it easier.
Okay.
Like you don't switch it every stitch, you switch it like every other stitch. Trust me, it's wicked fun, and it's a traditional ribbing for Maine, this region. What else? I have Maritime Mitts, which I forgot that I had named mitts, Maritime Mitts.
Before you did the Maritime Cowl.
Yeah, and it's got an anchor, and so it's quite nautical and cute. And fish mitts that were designed for Alaska, really. Salmon. My son's a salmon fisherman. It was at the Net Loft in Cordova, but it's quite Maine-ish too, because there's fish and waves.
It ties in. It's the ocean.
It ties
it's
in.
Water.
And then recently I did a pair of, they had a miniature, the theme was mini things in Piecework magazine, and I made little socks that have motifs from Maine and the Maritimes, which are these cute repetitive motifs that are cute, really fun to knit.
Maybe that could get me to do color work socks. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it could. They're not, they're short.
Oh, now let's do mine. I have two items in my store. One is called Ocean Swells, and I did it for Northlight Fibers, which is no longer in existence, but we love them, and it's a big throw like shawl. It's a rectangle, and it has these great ribs and ribbed cables with drop stitches in them. So obviously you're seeing a picture of that, even though I don't have it in front of me.
Rectangles are the best.
Rectangles are good. Anyway, yeah. And then a pattern that was really pretty popular, I'm saying this ties in to the ocean. It's called Shifting Sands.
It does.
It's either for the desert or the ocean. And actually, both of these did it like 20 stitches to the 4 inches. What?
Your carrot bed, where you grow your carrots.
Oh, is my Shifting Sands? All right. Anyway, it's got cables. It's got interesting cables that you really have to pay attention to the chart. But loads of people have liked it and knit it. It is in pieces, but as we were saying, there are advantages to that because you're only doing this one piece at a time. You have a pretty easy wrong side row. There are advantages. I've been knitting a lot more top down, but this one's in pieces. And then these aren't in my store, but I went through my book Knitting Nature. It's its 20th anniversary. Which is even
Congratulations!
Yeah, I'm gonna do another whole video on that. And there's gonna be a survey. Anyway, watch out for that one. It's coming soon. There's a coastline skirt, a nautilus poncho, a shell tank, a sand dollar pullover, and a starfish shawl. So it seems like in Knitting Nature, I was going all out for seashore kind of things. But it really ties in all these shapes in nature, tie into shapes in nature. That's the whole idea. It is shapes in nature. Let's see, what else did I want to cover? I know there's some things that what have you published recently?
Well, when we were planning this, I even had outfits planned for my new Rinner vest that was knit with Tammy White's yarn, Wing and a Prayer Farm, and I forgot it. So here are some swatches that are not it, but it's called Rinner, and we'll show you pictures. This one's only partially in progress. It's been in progress.
But these are things where you were
months.
Testing the colors for this vest, right?
Yeah, so
this
is an early one. Yeah, I mean, okay, you want true, this was an original one, and it doesn't work. So then that one works better.
That one's great.
Totally different.
It's really pretty.
They don't have it in between for the
Well,
things.
it's hard with it. She has all natural dyed fibers.
Oh no,
right?
this isn't.
This
is not even Tammy stuff. I didn't even bring the right swatch.
Oh, okay, but still that same vest.
Total fail, MJ.
No,
Typical.
Stop. Classic MJ.
Yes, classic.
No, don't beat yourself up.
It's okay. It's all fine. And there's a hummingbird.
Oh,
it's so tiny.
Too bad we can't get the camera on it, or can we? Well, that was fun. The hummingbird, nature going by.
Nature is everywhere. We saw all kinds of good birds today.
You have something else with you that you published recently.
So
can you do it?
Yes, I have socks.
We don't want to see just the soles of them. Let's see.
Can you see them? I'll do a yoga
You're
pose.
very athletic.
Here we go. Oh, you can't see
I don't
them.
think you can see them that way. What do you think, John? Yay!
Okay.
Tell us about these socks.
So these socks were part of it's ongoing subscription box, monthly sock club or monthly sock box for Bombed Yarn in Tasmania. So she dyed the wool and specifically got non-superwash for me. And it's just a really common motif that you see all over the world in rugs and tiles and Fair Isle knitting. And so voila, very afterthought heel that's planned.
Yep. Afterthought but planned.
Yeah.
All right.
It's called afterthought, but you plan for it. You
Right.
put a waist yarn in and then you pick it up later.
It looks great. I love the colors.
So they were cute, and I wore them all day today.
In the heat. It was only like
In the
80
heat,
something.
but it was fine. They're very cushioning and beautiful.
There you go.
So, voila.
All right.
Oh, and they're called daisy drift because daisies are drifting across your feet.
Very important. Yeah. All right.
That's it.
So then I very recently, within a week, published 2 hats. We'll give you good pictures, but I'll show you a little bit here. I published these 2 hats after designing them for a retreat last May. It was for a yarn story. And Prado Delana Yarns got together in the Berkshires and did this great, they're both so nice. They did this great retreat, and I did a special hat for my Twisted Stitch class and a special hat for my cable class. So the cable hat is this one called Manda, because it was Amanda, so I thought I'd shorten it, Amanda of Prado Delana. And this hat's interesting to me because I thought it was a hat that you folded over the bottom and wore it like a beanie. We have pictures of it like that. But it seems I'm a little behind the times, and that you're actually supposed to wear your hat so it's pointy at the end. Let's see.
so
I don't
cute.
know if
Yeah.
I don't know. Does
Well,
it? Here, help me. Style me, Mary
Anyway,
Jane. Anyway,
I
it's
can't
pointy.
see what you guys are seeing, but it's so cute.
Here, if I.
But okay, but still, it looks good this way too.
Stop.
No, it's so
I have a
cute.
big hair clip in here too, which is not helping us out. There we go. Okay, and I am not trying on this one. This one's called Gilda because it looks like gold.
I was going to say
Gilda.
Gilda Radner.
Gilda- oh, that'd
would she
be
like
nice,
it?
too.
She probably would like
She had a
it.
lot of curly hair that might.
No, it would be cute. It was the
It
thing
would be
then.
really
Remember they
cute.
had the little and then all the hairs? It was
Right.
very fashionable.
It could be really cute.
Yeah.
This one's knit in the finer weight, like sport weight. The other one, this one was knit in worsted weight. So those are ooh, rust is my favorite color. Yeah.
That's good.
So they're on Ravelry now. They're on Ravelry now.
Rust.
Oh, rust. Yes, rust is my favorite color. And
Rust.
I would have told you that I didn't like stripes, but evidently I do when
Yes.
when they're rust.
When they're rust.
And you look adorable in stripes. It's not that I don't like stripes, it's that I don't usually like them on me. You know what I mean? Anyway.
I do know what you mean.
Yeah. That brings us...
I mean, not that I think you don't look good in stripes. But I know what it's like when you think, oh, I just can't wear that.
Right.
Which is probably all wrong.
Well,
but
it just... Sometimes you put something on and it's like, that's just not me. That's not...
yeah.
Anyway, this is me. It's...
Just like this morning when I tried on the vest with all these different things. You'll see pictures.
We'll put pictures in. You'll send the pictures. Okay.
The pictures are taken
Right.
in my bathroom, so just to be warned.
Your bathroom's not bad. All right. That brings us to, I think, what are you knitting now?
I am knitting swatches. I'm teaching a lot soon, and so I'm knitting swatches because I have to make things up. And so the best way to do is to, I'm teaching a swatch class, so different ways to do a swatch. And I learned to do something called Rock and Eek in Shetland a few years. I mean, I've been doing it all along, but I didn't know it had a name. And I also didn't, they have knots, and I didn't use knots. Amanda.
So that you're always on the right side.
So you're always on the right side. So you can make a flat thing. Usually I would, or heretofore, I would make something circular on double-pointed needles. The people lately don't like double-pointed needles, which are my favorite needles, but we bow to the times. So this way you can knit it flat on, it has to be either a long double-pointed needle or, like a, whatever these are called, circular needle.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah.
circular needle.
Yeah. Right. Which
So-
sometimes I call double points by accident, but
Yeah.
it is double pointed.
So you you join the yarns. You just knit flat and you break it at both ends. It looks really tidy because I trimmed it afterwards.
Right, but it doesn't look tidy while you're working it.
Yeah, and I learned to tie the knots as I go. Like I said, Amanda Pottinger on Qualsa showed me how, and at the time, it's taken me years. Because I think you need to learn when you're little to tie those knots with tiny fingers. So my swatch, as you can tell, starts out one way and ends up another way.
What do you mean?
Well, so it starts out with this pattern,
Yeah.
and then it starts out with dark orange, poppy, I think it's called, maybe, ginger, I don't know. And then it goes into this, I think that one's called dog rose. And I thought that break was too abrupt. However, to my defense, I did it at night with bad lighting, and it looked fine.
Right.
And in the morning, I was like, ah, shocking. So the second half, I did a different color. I don't know what it's called, maybe apricot. And I also switched out the Puri pattern. So it's a different Puri pattern. I made a transition with Isit, I think.
Okay.
So because half of it is one, and you could put it up against a mirror and see the second half.
That's true.
And then that's it. Oh, I also changed the pattern. I changed the pattern too.
Right.
So it starts out with this kind of triangle, X between the stars, and then I turned it in. Up here I have little
into
stars.
3 stars. Yeah. That's what swatching is for. That's why swatching.
That's why swatching is
is
good.
our lives.
Yes.
So sometimes when I do a swatch like this and I'm changing my mind, sometimes I end up liking. Actually, this is like the perfect segue
Yes.
into my pattern. I didn't even mean it to be. Sometimes I end up wanting to keep the whole thing.
I like it. I like all of the wrongness about it. These colors also I'm practicing for. I'm teaching in New Mexico, and these are kind of New Mexico sunset colors.
Yeah. So, which
Dual
brings me to
purpose.
what am I knitting now?
Nice.
All right. So this is Manos del Uruguay yarn, and I got 2 colors while I was there in Uruguay.
I see.
One of these is a multicolor yarn, and the other one is a semi-solid, but they're the same yarn, the same base,
Right.
and they are meant to go together. So actually, help me hold it up still. So while we're talking about this swatching thing, actually I'm working from the top down, but I wanted to do a mosaic stitch, so I have this really simple mosaic stitch in here, and that goes really well with garter. So those were planned all along. And then I thought, I really want this sort of blocky thing in here, and that ended up being using garter and brioche. Like everything was
I was
thrown in
wondering
there.
why it was so.
But that's good because, you know, the
Puffy.
brioche has a compressed row gauge and garter has a
So
compressed row gauge.
does-
But then, so I did one that's very stripy and then one that has a lot more yellow. And because I was trying to decide which kind of block do I like better, and I decided I had to have them both.
Yeah. Okay. So this one up here is different than that one down there.
No, that one and that one are the same, but this one
Okay.
in the middle is different.
I see.
Middle,
The
top,
middle
bottom.
one.
And of course the top and the bottom, they look a little different because
Yeah.
if you hit a different part in the variegated yarn, then it's a little
And
it's a
each
little
size
different.
will be a little different too because of that. Same
Yeah, except
thing.
it's just not that definite. I mean, every sweater is the color's going to hit a little different.
Yeah, I mean it as a good thing.
Yeah, but it's not as definite as like a slower changing yarn.
Yes.
Where every size really does look different. Anyway, I am going back to Uruguay. I was there for a family trip last year and picked this up. And I'm going back to teach a retreat at Manos del Uruguay. And we'll be doing like these techniques in class and some cables too thrown in. That one, it's already sold out, and there's a waiting list and everything, which I love. I love that, like, it's sold out. But that's what I'm designing this for. It's for that trip. So that's it for this episode. We're planning a couple more, though. We're going to talk about bog fashion.
Yes.
Yes. About, you know, like bog bodies and what they were wearing when they fell in 500, 800 years ago. So maybe we're crazy for that, but both of us really love it.
Love the
And
bog.
Mary Jane's going to teach me she knows how to do twining, And she's going to try to teach me. We'll see if
She can do
that
it.
takes off. And then we're planning another episode where I ask a bunch of questions, get to know a knitter. So stay tuned for those. Thanks a lot for watching us giggle all day.
Thank you for putting up with us. What? Oh, put my feet up. The director says to put my feet up.
Are they in shot?
Can't replicate that.
I am sorry. I am sorry. I hit
that
the
the
button
key?
and then I must have hit it again.
Oh.
That's okay. I forgot my most important thing, so you're way ahead of me.
Oh, you don't have your glamorous glasses on.
Okay, now I
Here we go. Okay, well, we're supposed to start out like this
Right.
because I'm. Let me start from the south.